different things about success and how he knew that he was going to be successful. But one of the things that stuck out to me, I mean, like it was just right there, was that in the beginning, when no one believed in him, his mother saw something in him, took him to someone that we call in Guyana a seafarer, who can see things, and she was able to tell him about himself, but he thought that she was stupid. And I think that many times we forget about our own, what am I trying to say, our own wisdom, the people in our neighborhoods who have wisdom, who see us for how we are. And we need to also go to the older folks sometimes to find out what we need to do. And I think that we have become a society where we leave the older folks behind, and they have the wisdom. They've been here for a long time, and we need to latch on back to that wisdom in order to succeed.
There's a saying that some people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And there's a common theme here about belief. And once you have that resolve, once you have that unshakable belief, you will succeed. So I know for some of the young folks here, I'm 57, I feel like I'm a grandfather here. All right. But I recently just became an entrepreneur per se. Most of my life I've been in human resource management. And if I didn't have like life experience, many times I would have just dropped it. But as this lady talking about dialing back, sometimes you need a mentor. And I must say, my older brother Derek is here. He's my mentor. I run into problems, and he's the one who sets straight. So sometimes in life you're gonna make a mistake, but if you have a mentor, the journey will be a lot easier.
I wanted to piggyback on some things that were said. I became a consultant really out of necessity and out of encouragement from other people asking for my services. I didn't realize that maybe this is a real business. And so, it's interesting because it wasn't like friends that I needed, but it was friends that actually were able to identify what the skill set and the need. And then it turned on me to do my own homework from my networks, if it was the mentors, people in the neighborhood, to see how do you make this into a real business. And so what it forced me to do is not have friends all come on board, but how do I assess what I need and then utilize my friends to give me what I need to be successful. And I think sometimes we just feel like, okay, let's get your comfort, everybody around you feel comfortable with to start your business, when you should constantly be assessing what does my network, and that's starting off with the people closest to me, have what I need to help me be successful. And I wanted to also talk about something about work. And I think when I first met Joshua, I said this to him. When you first start out, you're trying to get your name out there. You're trying to show people what you have and how you can be useful to them. One of the things that I was doing was grant writing, which I didn't know could be a big business, and it really is a big business. But I really wanted to get my name out there. A friend of mine worked for an organization, and he did a grant writer, and I volunteered. I didn't go, pretty much damn near volunteer. I charged them $1,500 to do a grant. And I almost killed myself doing it. For 4 weeks, I was 24 hours, I would work 48 hours straight, go sleep, go and do it. It was a big grant that's big in the whole country. They got $1.5 million. God damn. Say no wonder they loved me, because I and I tell that story to everybody that starts off. I tell that story. Now, I'm pretty much known in the community for doing grants and for people. They will never get $1,500. $1,500 is what I'm doing, I'm really trying to help somebody. But I always put that because it was the first time I had to really go. I did not know what my worth was.
Yeah.
And somebody else did. Now it's nice every time I go to an event, the woman that was, part of that team always gives me credit in any audience about bringing that $1.5 million to credit. But it became a good example of you really have to take a real clear assessment. You got to know what the market has and then how to sell yourself. But the great thing is about it, that's what's on my resume. That's when part of my pitch. That if you want me to work with you, I wrote $1.5 million to wish with, So, I think that's always like important to one, assess who the people around you and what they have and what they can bring to you, and also always reevaluate what your worth is.
I just wanted to piggyback off of what Owen was saying, but also we wait for people to validate us. Like somebody outside is supposed to tell us who or what we are. You know what I mean? And if you wait for that, you will always be in a situation where you are not comfortable with what to do or how to do it. And I'm an expert on me. I can't really speak for anybody else, but when I first did my first movie, people always told me that I'm not good enough. I went to a guy who was a filmmaker, and I said, hey man, read my script and help me with the movie. He was my friend. The guy looked at my script and said, man, I can't even begin to touch this because it's not in the right form. I was like, wow, it crushed me. But you don't validate me, so you're not gonna tell me I'm not gonna be a filmmaker. So I went back and I went and got my brother's camcorder and I shot my first movie. I went back to him, showed him the movie, like, yeah, it's all right. Right now, he asked me for it. The same guy comes to ask me, hey Joe, what are you working on? You think anything I can help you with? That's because everybody has their own walk. So anybody that speaks on this panel, this is the way we did it. You have to find your passion and find the way you did it. And with the work, I painted a picture, and I'm also an artist, so I painted a picture, and my first picture that I sold to someone, I thought I was doing something big. I sold it to a lady for $500. And she was like, I'll take it. So I thought about it, and I was like, well, I went back, I said, well, I'll buy it back from you. She said, no, because the guy, when I took it to get it framed, offered her $1,500. So from $500 to $1,500, I said, wait a second, my art is something decent. So I started bringing the price down. But I had to go through that, because that's my wall. I needed to have those, so you're not going to get away from it. These things are going to happen. You mentioned perseverance. That perseverance has to come through. You got to get up every time you fall down. This isn't easy. You talk about, for me, 20 years to get to this point, and I'm not even where I want to be. I don't know. Gene just told you he's been doing it since he was 15. 35 now. Everybody on this panel has gotten kicked numerous of times. The last story, in the snow, I got film equipment on my back, no money in my pocket. I don't know if I'm praying that the guy who I'm doing the work for is going to say, hey man, we want to buy lunch today for you. Yeah. Because that's how it is. But never once will I tell him I don't have any money. Never once will I show him, I'm discouraged. I'm going to go home and try to figure something out. But I'm going to go every single day. You got to go if you don't want this, if you ain't hungry, get out of this. Go get a job. Go do something else. Because this is not nice. Everybody want to be here, but nobody wants to put in the work here.
Hi, my name is Diane Beveridge. I'm a native New Yorker, consultant, teacher for the Board of Education. I'm 70 years old, and I was Joshua's second grade teacher. Wow. I'm so proud of him. So proud of him. And I have a son, 2 sons. And when my son, my oldest, who's 50 next week, was about 8, 9 years of age, I bought a book called Black Entrepreneurs. And we read that book cover to cover. He he started his first business at about 10, and he put on a white t-shirt and he wrote with a magic marker, "Clear View." And we lived on City Line. I don't know if you know the high road across the, and he went on a Friday with a Ouija that I bought for him for like 50 cents, $1. And he told people he'd wash their windows for $1 a pane. And if it rained the next day, within 24 hours, he would come back and do it for free. That was his first business. Today he lives in the Northwest Portland. I live close by. And he is a partner in my business with him. His worth is maybe $3 million. I took a course in the Roosevelt Hotel. It was advertised in the New York Times, how to become financially independent. And the course was all about how we could, how you as an individual, for zero money, and the course basically told us the first investment that you make is in yourself.
Yes.
Knowledge, information, teach, learn. You want something, you want to be something, you have a talent, you're interested, hone that. Get a hold on that. So I said, okay. I went to the office, to the building, hotel, and they said, okay, $500. I said, $500? I pulled that piece of paper out, the New York Times article. I said, it says zero down. They said, oh, you're a smart one, huh? Come on behind the curtains. And they talked. They said, money is a promissory note.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's a promissory note, right? And it's not backed by gold anymore. It used to be backed by gold. So I received an education that day. They said, if you have a lawyer, a parent, anybody you want to bring in here. So they let me in for zero money. And I signed a promissory note. They said, how much do you need to be for you to consider yourself financially independent? I said, $1 million cash in hand. Tax free. Tax free. $1 million cash in hand. Did you see cash in hand for $1 million?
No.
Don't touch the money.
No.
Don't touch it. Bible says the love of money is ruthless. Don't touch it. You understand? Make it work for you. But don't touch it. So they let me in for free. But one of the important things they said was, you're coming in here, you can bring anybody you want. Friend, family, church, anybody you want. He says, but we're not going to tell you anything that's against the law, that's wrong. But the people that you come to, if they don't have your vision, if they don't have your desire, if they don't have your heart, doesn't mean anything to them. You have to go this journey alone. Meeting people along the way, yes, helping, yes, here and there, but after people are going to fade and walk away. Jesus was in the, right? And he said, I need people. Where's my people? Right? And his father said, I'm sorry. You got to go this alone. All right? Perseverance, yes.
Hi, my name is Vicky, and I am not an entrepreneur. I'm too scared for that. I really admire what you guys are doing. My husband, however, is much crazier than I am, and he's more of a mad scientist with not really figured out how to make a buck out of it. But one thing that I've noticed, both my husband and my dad, was that, going back to pricing, is that sometimes you can put a price on a piece of work, but your client keeps redefining your work. And so I was wondering if the past add advice to the audience about defining scope of work and negotiating with clients when what you thought you were selling your services or your work for actually sort of changes?
You know your worth. That's number one. They can't come and redefine what you created. That's a no-no. You know your worth. Number two, you are supporting your husband and your father in their dream. It's part of your dream, but you also have to believe that you are a part of that business. I was married for 23 years, and I built my husband's business. He left. Gone. We had 6 children deep. But guess what? It took the divorce for me to understand my worth and know that I am great. And when you put a number on your work and you said, I created this, it's $5,000, it's $5,000. If you don't want it, move on. No negotiation, because then you're negotiating your work. And I'm telling you right now, don't say I'm fearful of anything, just say I'm great. Reverse the word and you'll start believing in yourself. You will step forward and create that business and know your worth. And when somebody approaches you, this is $5,000. My baby has to eat. Because when you cut it in half, guess who's gonna pay for it? Your son. You don't want that. So just believe in yourself. Stick to your number. If you want to negotiate with somebody you love, that's different. But for a customer to come in and tell you, no, this is not worth it, they don't belong in your business.
You know, I totally agree, but I also think, and it goes back to something is that you definitely need to be able to give back. Like I think that you know, I believe in karma, and I also believe there are people that you should definitely. This is what it's worth, and they can pay, and you can do that research. You know, and I tell people all the time there are clients and people that I work with that I don't really charge a lot of money, or I don't charge anything. And then there's some pieces of it that are like, okay, those that can pay kind of pay for those who can't. And I really try to make that balance. Because granted, I'm a single mother, I have a daughter, and the reason I kind of went into this because I quit a job. I got tired of working in some of the nonprofits. I knew the game, and I was really kind of fed up. So my child has to eat, I have to pay rent. I understand that. But at the same time, I know that there are a lot of people that could use the service but can't really pay. So I try to balance of, yes, this is how much it costs. I mean, you know, you can charge $1,000 a day for me to do a workshop for you. That's great, but that also helps that I sit on boards of some nonprofits and I volunteer to do that for free. Like, or I do, you know, if there's a group that's locally that's just starting out, I take, help them at least learn the skills to do a grant if they can't afford a big grant money because it, but I try to do the balance, that luxury, and I think it helps with the success. I just truly believe if you get, you can give.
To her, and then my name is Noah Santiwa, and what I do is I provide business resources and promotional service for grassroots and local black-owned businesses, primarily in Brooklyn. And I've been an entrepreneur since I was since I was 25, I was in the military, so I started becoming an entrepreneur and I bought property here in New York. And what I found out is whenever you switch your prices up and you give this person the price, people talk. And I'm telling you, I ran into this, like I would rent the apartment for this person, and then my army friend would rent it for that person, and then they started talking in the building and stuff, and they like, now you get all these different complaints, but you gave me for us this. So definitely know your worth and keep a base price, and don't fluctuate around with it, because then people start thinking like, well, she really ain't worth that much. Oh, well, he's not worth that much. Or you want to try to go up and down with it, but stay solid, stay firm in what you do, and just straight ahead with it.
you have to stay home, you move back home with your parents. You know, look at Bill Gates. Like Bill Gates and these guys used to be in their parents' garages building Microsoft. You know what I mean? Like, so because you're an entrepreneur doesn't mean you have to live on your own and you have to sleep on the floor and, you know, struggle. You can have your 9 to 5. I know plenty of people who have 9 to 5s, work for the city, and they have from 6 to midnight, 6 to 2, they're working on their business. You know, so being an entrepreneur doesn't mean that you have to not have a job. You know, I know plenty of them. You know, sitting right next to them. You see what I'm saying? So I wanted to. There was something that you said, but in the beginning of my advertising agency, my consulting business, right? When I had a PR team, and they used to tell me, I used to ask them, how much do you charge? How much does publicists charge per month? They were like $1,500 a month. I said, what do you guarantee for $1,500 a month? Nothing. And I was like, nothing? Because I come from the banking world, so I'm like, I'm paying you $1,500 a month and you're not guaranteeing me nothing? So it was like, no. So I was like, so I didn't have to believe. So guess what? That department in my company didn't work. Then I started consulting with businesses. So one thing that I tell people when I tell them my fee, I tell them, look, don't look at how much you're paying me per hour. You look at how much value I'm giving you for that hour. I'm giving you 15 years of experience, life experience, so that you don't make that mistake. So if you can't find the value in that money, then I'm not the person. You see what I'm saying? There's free help other places. You could go to them, you know? But as far as printing and all the other things, pricing, as soon as you show a client that there's a negotiation, they got you. You don't believe. There's something wrong. You know what I mean? There's something wrong. So you have to like stay firm, like everyone's been saying, stay firm on your price, because once you slip up, you're like, this Poland Spring, everyone knows it's the dollar. But if someone said, I'm gonna give you 75 cents. Okay, I got you. Now I want 50 cents. You see what I'm saying? So stay firm, dollar.
Another thing, you said about not having the money, you're trying to get into business. My advice to you is to just make sure that you are ready. Do your research, do your preparation, because sometimes you never know when that opportunity is going to present itself. Another thing is, do not underestimate the internet. There's so many resources on the internet in terms of like different companies, you've got prices, and trying different things, find the one that's charging the lowest price. But be ready, because that opportunity will present itself tomorrow.
Okay, so I just want an opportunity to present itself tomorrow. My resource ad came, opportunity to present itself, I jumped on it and took it. We live in a beautiful city. Opportunity is always next to you, around you, and surrounding you. You breathe opportunity every time you walk outside the door. It's always who we talk to, who we connect with, right? And sometimes it's all about what we overhear and what we hear. I am the person who works for a nonprofit, 9 to 5, weekends, sometimes conventions, whatever, but I still have to make sure that Legacy Kids runs, period. I can't depend on anybody else, right, at this stage, because I'm not 15, I'm not 10, I'm a year into this, right? I'm not even a year, my year anniversary don't come up until September. However, I've been in newspapers, magazines, and everywhere. Why? Because when I go outside, I breathe, speak, and Legacy Kids has to exist. My branding is myself. I care, right? My name is Legacy, so I had to make this happen. I had $0 to start this. I work for too many nonprofit organizations for y'all not to give me some kind of seed money to make this happen, right? But they wanted something back. What are you gonna do if I give you this money, right? What are you gonna do to make sure this happens? I had to show them that I was gonna make this happen. You give me this money, this is gonna happen. My vision is not to be a nonprofit. I know that's beautiful, great, and everything, right? But I want to be a for-profit. Everybody keeps trying to push me into the nonprofit world, but that's not where I exist. So what I do, I go somewhere and I negotiate and I do my budget, because we also have a budget, right? We can't just keep doing things on the fly because we have the money in our pocket at that time. Right now, I don't even have real legit business cards. You know how I get around? When I run out of business cards, I use that good old printer that I got at my job. and I make little palm pilots, and I cut them out. Why? Because everything is legacy kids. So if I give you that newly released pamphlet, that means when you go on Instagram, Snapchat, wherever you go, you're going to be able to find me. So that means you can email me and Gmail me and hook up with me if you want to. But that's if you want to. And you also have to get with people who want to when you don't have no money. If you don't got no money, you got to get around people that who want to. So the people, like your friends who start out, who may got those good things, like the photographer friends, right? Or that friend who may have that podcast, or whatever, who have the viewers and things like that already. So it's not about always starting out with a $10,000 seed. Sometimes you can have $9.75 an hour and still make your dream possible and make it happen. You just have to know, and you just can't be like a hermit crab. You have to talk to the people.
We know it's 1 o'clock. They said we could chill in the room until they kick us out. But I know Omar has to go right now. We have other families have to go. But please just give him a little 30 seconds. A 30 seconds of advice before you head out.
I'm sorry, I actually have a youth fair that a bunch of teenagers are running in MS-35. The one bit of advice when I got into this, there's a book called Never Eat Alone by Keith Ferrazzi, and it's become like what I recommend to everybody. And ironically, I get paid $1,000 to do a workshop based on that book. So it became something that I could turn into something to that could actually be part of a business. Why I say that is because you never know where the opportunity is, and I really value having conversations with people too, and coffee. People love to talk and help you over food. I totally recommend this if you are going to entrepreneur, and don't be afraid to take recommendations from people to make that introduction to get you started. Don't be afraid to take the risk. And in the business that I'm doing, it is consulting, and I'm like you. Mine is all for profit. It's for profit, but even when I'm helping nonprofits, it is that you should just take every piece of advice. Try, if you're getting into it, don't be afraid to try something new. One of the things that people tell me, don't say no right now. Don't say no, you can't do it. Like in the work that I'm doing, it's kind of narrow, but I never say no until, if I don't know, I try to get partners to come in and help me, because that's a way to build your business. So I guess that's basically, if I recommend Never Eat Alone, it's a great book about really being in the business and how to reach out to other people to contribute your business. And thank you.
I want to say something to the sisters who's asking how to start your business with no money. So we think that it's a sprint, that once we get in our head that we want to start a business, we have to automatically the next day have a business up and running. Or we look at the person next to us and think, well, their business is up and running, why isn't mine? The most important thing you can have that's more important than any amount of money is information. So information is more valuable than anything, gold, anything, because people will pay you exorbitant amounts of money for the things that you know how to do that they cannot do. So the best idea, the best advice I have for you is know your craft. Figure out what you're passionate about and learn that like nobody else's business. Know that as much as you know yourself. Because once that opportunity presents itself, whether you have money or not, you have that information, and people will pay you for that information. And it's not about getting there quickly. You're a young woman. It might take you 10, 15, even 20 years. Sam Jackson didn't get his first break till he was 40, and he's been doing that forever. The Colonel didn't start until he was 75. There's so many people that found success in their latter part of their life. You don't have to, it's not a race. Some people are lucky. If Diddy got there quickly, other people may take a little time. Run your race. Run your race. So microwave society, just like a microwave, once you eat it, it'll be good now, but in the long run it's bad. So take your time, plant your seeds, watch them grow, and you'll be fine.
So when I first started Legacy Kids, right, I was literally in a shelter with this kid, right, in New York City. So understand that it's not where you at, where you go. Because I work in nonprofit, right, and because I was dealing with my situation at that time, people did not have the belief that I had in myself. I believe in young people. Right, so I'm gonna make sure that whatever I got in my vision for young people is gonna happen. When people say Legacy Kids, Legacy, what you wanna do? You like have a fleet of Dress and Success trucks that got Legacy Kids across them with young people or people in whatever impoverished neighborhood, right? And going through gentrification and all of that stuff like that, get where they have access to be able to get jobs, where they know how to get on a truck and get professional clothing with a resume writer and a cover letter person on there, and have optional HIV and AIDS testing and Hep C, because Hep C is killing us faster than HIV, but we're not going to discuss that, right? So at the end of the day, these things have to be accessible. You cannot always wait for somebody to walk you to a facility to get help. Sometimes help has to literally come to you, right, in order for you to have a fighting chance. So understand that your vision comes from you, and wherever you're at, you don't have to be in a big house, you don't even got to be in your mama's house. My mama will open her doors for me at any given time, but I choose to stand on my own. I have a vision for myself. So you have to have a vision and empower yourself. Some people look at my situation, I don't see my situation, if 88,000 people live in New York City homeless shelter, shame don't live here. And that's the problem. People want me to feel ashamed about the things in the struggle. And while I have all of that other stuff going on, I'm still making sure that my dream is possible and plausible. And when I go and I speak to young people, I also let them know, yes, I struggled through this, but I'm still a survivor of all of it. So don't let somebody suit and tie, sorry guys, right? Somebody suit and tie intimidate you. Don't let somebody stand for the fact that they may have X, Y, and Z degree. Sorry, I keep looking at you, right? Or doctor or whatever in front of their name be the reason why you can't. Or if you're in a room with these people, make it feel like you're not supposed to be because you may have on jeans fitted in the sneakers, because I do that sometimes too. And I go and I speak and I speak with the best, and I'm very articulate, and they can't understand. I'm sitting here and I'm looking like the black community, but I have all this positivity going on. So understand it's not you, it's what you bring forth. It's what you exude out yourself.
I'm gonna just ask Cheryl, because she's been waiting for like 25 minutes to answer
My name is Cheryl Ford, and I have family presentation, and we work with Ms. Jenny and I. My question to the panel is, starting a business is difficult, and there's always having something going on, there's a problem, or there's an issue. If there is any obstacles within the business, your business, how do you combat it? How do you address it? And when I hear you can't start a business with no money. I tried that. The least I've started a business was $30. Okay, so when you say no money, how do you start a business with absolutely no money? Because there is some money that has to go in. So my first question is, are there any obstacles in your business? When you do have obstacles in your business, how do you address it? Because a lot of young people, we get scared and run away from it. So you can just.
So how do you start a business with no money?
Yeah.
You have absolutely no money in your pocket, right? So you go outside, you have $0, you have nothing. So you go outside and you find someone and you do a job for them, right? They may not pay you the first time, you go back and do it again, and they pay you the second time. Now you got money in the pocket, so you use that money to make more money. You use that money to make more money. And you use that money to make more money. Gene said, we live in a capitalist society. If you don't have any money in New York City, in America, that's your fault. Because you don't know how to make money. You're waiting for somebody to give you something. Nobody's gonna give you anything in this world. Every single thing you get, you got to hustle for, you got to scrape, and you got to claw for. Nothing, especially us being the complexion we are, ain't nobody, they definitely ain't giving us money. So if you don't have a mindset, like you said, shame don't live here, we walk outside, we don't want, I'm not gonna do that because I'm too ashamed. I watch those kids outside, every time I see those kids perform, I give them $1. Because what they're doing, they're not begging me, they're entertaining me. They're doing what they're passionate about, and I'll pay them for that. So you have no money in your pocket, but you have a skill. You use your skill to make money. It goes back to knowing information. Information is key. Information is more precious than anything. People pay you for your information. You are as worth to the world as much information you have in your head. If you don't know nothing, you're worth nothing. That's the bottom line.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I just need to see your beautiful face. So I was a person that started a business without money, and I called some people, and I said, listen, I need you to bless me right now, because I have blessed you. And if you can meet up, we met as a meeting, I made coffee, and we had a conversation. It was $5 for everybody to come sit and talk to me. By the time I left, I had $150. With that $150, I flipped it and did something else. Then I started a vision board party. And I said, I need you guys to come. It's $35 a day. I'm giving y'all some information here that you should write down. But I did a vision board party, and from there I went to every year a white party. Then I did a red party. Then I did a yellow party. That now it's up to $175 to come to my office. And I motivate people to look into their new year. What are you gonna do for your new year? And for everybody that's starting a business here, this young lady, first of all, you've already said it. You put it out to me. It's a first.
Well, I said, all right, so I gave him everything. He said, okay, you can't leave until you say hello, my name is Gene to 10 people. And I was like, oh, what? What? No, I can't do it. He was like, yo, you can't leave. Unless you want to live on the street, you have no, at the time, I was like, no phone, no nothing. So I had to stay there. And the first person I said, hi, my name is Gene. The person said, hi, how you doing? This actually, they didn't kill me. They didn't kill me. Did it again. Hi, my name is Gene. The person stopped. Why did you say that? And then the guy, coach, Dr. Schaefer, he was like, well, this is what we're doing. He's like, oh, what business you in? I told him, I'm in mortgages. He said, oh, you have a car? I said, yeah. He said, because if you're investing this much time and effort into what you're doing, he's like, I want to work with you. Wow. So I ended up getting a client from the street talking to someone. Okay?
Technically,
and then he told me,
with
no money in my pocket, right? So now every day and every way I get better and better and better. It's gonna help you, right? Now, here's the thing. Now I want to leave with you too. Regret is worse than fear. Okay? And I tell myself that every day. Every day. I was getting honored. I'm gonna leave here, right? I was being honored for for the mayor's office, right? They have this thing at Gracie's Mansion every year. Where they honor like Caribbean business owners. Yeah. I was just being honored. I'm in a suit. I went to Gracie Mansion with one of my friends, right? Because I wanted him to come. So we leaving, and we're passing. If you've been to Gracie Mansion, that area, beautiful brownstone, million dollar homes, right? And so I'm walking by. I see this white guy in his yard, and me and my friend were walking by. And I'm like, damn. I wonder what he does, right? So as I walked by, there was another white lady that passed and said, I love what you did with the house. And we walked by, and I told my friend, yo, we gotta go back. He said, I'm not going back. We already passed him. I said, yo, bro, regret is worse than fear, man. I gotta know. I gotta tell him who I am. I gotta ask him what he does. He said, I'm not going. He stood in that place, and he said, you go. I said, all right. I went back, and I said, sir, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I just wanted to let you know I'm gonna sell as many books, as many yogurts to get this house. And he said, okay, where's your yogurt shop? And I was like, and then I wasn't expecting that. So I said, in Bed-Stuy. He was like, okay. My first job was a paper route on Fulton Street in Sumner.
Wow.
I was like, really? What do you do now? He said, I'm a plastic surgeon. And I was like, wow, how did you pay for this house? $50 million? I was like, what? And then so I took a screenshot of my, of the address. I mailed them a copy of my book because I didn't have one. Do you know this dude donated $5,000 to my scholarship? Regret is worse than fear. Yeah. let the limited beliefs, the scared, like that fear. Fear is temporary. You're gonna regret not giving everybody's business card. You're gonna regret not talking to me. You're gonna regret not talking to the future president. You're gonna regret not talking to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna regret not networking. Because you know what? Everyone here has some kind of value to you. It might not be money. It might not be money. I mean, plenty of people. The way I met Josh came to me and said, yo, I wanna host a open mic at your place. I said, yo, bro, I host an open mic that's successful every month. I'm good. He was like, no, man. He was like, no, let me do it. I said, you know what? Fine, do it. Yo, he had the best open mic to this day. Packed. People were outside the patio. He had vendors. That's how I met my homie right there. You know? But the thing is, if he was scared to network with me, to say I'm gonna do this for free, right? I wouldn't have met him. I wouldn't have been here. I wouldn't have been speaking to you. You see what I'm saying? You see how it all works? So every day in every way, I get better and better and better. And regret is worse than fear. Those are the things that if you apply in your business, just be like, yo, am I gonna regret not speaking to this person? Or am I just scared? The fear, cut it out. Cut it out. And then once you have that confidence, bro, because if you have passion, you're not gonna be scared. You're gonna be scared, everybody's scared. I had a keynote speech at Microsoft. I swear to God, I've been speaking for 10 years. And I was scared yesterday. Because this, to me, is easy. I can be around my peers, I feel comfortable. Yesterday, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna be Microsoft. Oh my God. I was scared, bro. Scared. And I got there and dominated. Everyone coming up to me after, oh my God, you were like the best speaker. But I was scared. You see what I'm saying? But I did it. I conquered it. Regret is worse than fear. So I hope that helps you.
Real quick, I just want to tell you something, because I do vision boards. You already know what you want to do. I was a creative director for the Tribe Called Quest renaming. Life Dog was one of my very good friends. And his wife reached out to me to take care of that. It was done. But what I want to tell you is Malik had the same goals as you. He wanted to bring Black history to the neighborhood. Ooh. He wanted to bring Black history to our people. And he had to find a way to do it. So he put it in his music. So I'm telling you, go to your father's restaurant. Sample people in there. Just get up in the front and start singing in the restaurant. Put your history and your rap together and you're good.
So we have two, we gotta like wrap up right now. First, please give a big, huge round of applause to Mr. Scott Morris. Standing right by him. Scott Morris is the founder of the Whole Day Summit, which is a 7-day event. They've been doing stuff since this past Thursday. It's gonna go way into next week, and he's raising money for scholarships. Like, he's doing it big right now. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him right now. So please. I know everybody, I'm gonna give everybody 15 seconds, that's it. So I know Nola and Cass want to speak. If they don't have our panelists do it, then we out of here because we don't want them to charge us for another hour. All right, Mr. Cass, what's up?
Okay, my brother, you had mentioned the word power as part of your presentation. It made me think about the exhibit at the Schoenberg Center on Black Power and the need for us to be purposeful in our intent. You know, when we look at our communities, even institutions like the churches, which are some of the biggest real estate that we own, are being lost. The lack of us being able to, Trump is the president, to scale up our businesses, to have, businesses. Now, I'm not speaking from experience, because I do not own a for-profit business, although I do try to be relevant in my community. So I admire all businesses. But what I'm saying is, how can we be purposeful in our intent to bank at Black banks, to go that extra mile or yard, pay that extra $1 or $2 to purposefully support black businesses, to pool our resources so that we can fight gentrification and deal on a level where we cannot just have jobs that are, that don't create jobs in our community, because there's so much unemployment. So looking at the bigger picture, I'm talking about what I'm seeking is power, black power, purposely. I think that's something that we need to build towards. And I would just ask, how do y'all think that we can do that more purposely?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You want to answer that
I'll
after?
definitely answer that.
Within your 15
Yeah.
second advices. Only person knows.
To him about networking, like I say, I have a company, and what we do is we provide business resource and promotional service. And I'm gonna kind of do this in 15 seconds. Like what he was just talking about, how we doing it, we're creating a new Black Wall Street. Gene and Raymond, and I met you one time, but you don't remember, but we'll talk about that later. They're a part of a collective that we have, and it's called a Melody Collective. And within those businesses, we circulate our dollars. I don't go anywhere, nowhere, but get my cards from Gene. And when anything that we're doing within our collecting those businesses, Gene comes in and be's a part or whatever, and Raymond be's a part. If we want branding done, we only let ACA branding. That's how you control your dollar. And it takes each person getting with collective of people and doing that. That's how I do it, because no one on that panel can give you a concise, or myself, to say this grandiose thing how you do it. You have to give the people you know and say, listen, these are the resources, we're gonna start circulating those dollars with that. And that's how the Black Wall Street was really built. A few businesses coming together and patronizing one another, and then it spread like wildfire. So in the next 2 years, you'll be seeing the new Black Wall Street in East New York and Brownsville, because
15 seconds each. One man Joe.
All right, thank you guys for coming. I want to answer your question. I want to get to, you gotta look at perception, because you're looking at the perception of, somebody's gonna take something from you, but you're taking something from them. That's just the way life is. You meet people, you take something from them, they take something from you. That's why if you hang with, as she said, if you hang with non-broke people, you won't be tempted, because you guys are taking from each other. If you hang with non-successful people, you won't be tempted. That's just the way it is. So don't be afraid that somebody's gonna take something away from you, because that's what they're supposed to do. But you're supposed to take something away from them. This is not a friendship, you know what I mean? It's a business. You guys gotta go together. The word I would love to leave everybody with is chase your passion. You can never, ever, ever go wrong if you chase your passion. If you chase your passion, money will start chasing you. If you chase money, money will lead you down some really dark. You'll never catch money. Money will always run faster than you. Money is the most boring thing on this planet. So we look at it and say, hey, I want the money. But that money say, hey, go sell yourself. Hey, go smoke this. Hey, go do that. Go do this. Be whatever it is that you want to be. Get deep. And you think you get it. You're not. It's your passion. Your passion, that's God's gift to you. And nothing can take your passion away from you. And the more you know, it's because you're building your passion. And people will start to pay you. And that money will start to follow you anywhere you go. So, to sum that up, chase your passion, find out what you're passionate about in this world, chase that with reckless abandonment. Do not chase money. Money is not the root of all evil, but money will lead you down some really, really lonely, dark places.
So, my name is Legacy. I have 2 E's and not a Y, because I learned a long time ago that's a question life, just move with it. So when you look me up, don't put a Y in my name. It's very important that the way I leave my legacy. I don't have any children, but my niece is very important to me. She's the only one. And she probably be everywhere. She like 2 years old when the value of the dollar I found out yesterday. So, I want to talk to you though. I suffer from mental health, and we don't like to talk about that in our Black community, right? And I have bipolar disorder, PTSD, and all those other acronyms that they like to give us out. But that does not stop me from competing and accomplishing the things that I need to. I see these people who are the therapists. I do like white people do. I go to Starbucks, I see my therapist, and I go on about my day, right? Because that's how they talk about it. Because that's how we have to talk about it. Like it's a non-pattern thing. There's something wrong with you because you need an outlet to talk to. And sometimes talking to your friends, your business, these 7 places, but where you left it with them. So, at the end of the day, like, we have to find out what works for us. In order for your machine to work, you have to find out things that you need and the things that are missing from you. And that's it, period. I can't change who I am. I'm always gonna be me. I'm very dramatic. I'm out there. I'm not the, and you're gonna get this thing wrapped up in a perfect bow because I don't know how to do that. Because again, I have ADHD, right? So I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere, but I'm still relevant for you to see where I'm at. So all that networking and not knowing people and all that stuff like that, you just met a whole bunch of people. And I'm not $1 million financially, but I'm $1 billion when you want to look at who I am as a person. So understand that your money, fires, all of this, all that has nothing, but who you are, your value is yourself, your physical being, who you are to the society and the community with which you give back to others.
My last statement would be, faith, grind, inspire. I pretty much said my last statement before, but faith, grind, inspire, and make, regret is worse than fear. I'll say it again, and and if you guys can just remember that every day and everywhere I get better and better and better, it'll help you, and so if you actually want to talk to me or follow me on Instagram, it's at Mr. Alert. My website for the scholarship, if you want to learn more about the scholarship for anybody who has seniors in high school, it's genealert.com. I'm here. So I'll stay after.
My father always said, in the abundance of water, food is thirsty. Okay, I heard Joshua's teacher talk about knowledge. I heard this lady over here, she spoke about Wi-Fi. And we live in a time where you have to be successful. I started late becoming an author. So I didn't go to writing school. I'm a human resource manager, so I write principals, doctors, lawyers, whatever. But I had no sense of my dialogue. I didn't go to writing school. I utilized the internet. When I was trying to brand my business, I started ordering t-shirts. I wasn't happy with the t-shirts. So I went on YouTube. I learned how to make t-shirts, and I have my own t-shirt business. So I implore you, this is a time with the internet where you have no excuse. Knowledge is power. Just about anything you want to learn, you can find on the internet, and that's been my experience. Just one other thing. Somebody mentioned about the Black Wall Street. Okay, my uncle, I want you guys to please Google this, Kenneth Guscott. Unfortunately, he just passed away a month ago in a fire. But he has developed the Black Wall Street in Boston.
Wow.
All of those high-rise buildings, downtown Boston,
Wow.
he was the one who established that. He was a nuclear engineer in 1950. How does a black boy decide in the 50s that he wants to be a nuclear engineer? Okay, actually, he worked for General Dynamics, and when they were not hiring enough black people, he forced them to hire black people. Not only that, he quit that job and started his own business. So I'm telling you, we can do it. Thank you.
One thing I will leave all of you this is a mantra that I go by as change begins with one, therefore it begins with you. If somebody like myself, 31 years old, living in Kingsborough houses in Brooklyn, can be a 3-time CUNY graduate working on his second master's while pursuing his own business and currently being a candidate for New York City Council, going against the grain, you can do it too. All of you have the opportunity to be the very best. And I'm telling you, expect people to talk about you. If they talk about Christ, they're going to talk about you. So expect that, but expect people to believe in you, to invest in you, because everyone is watching. And of those, everyone that's watching you, you have a percentage of people that are going to be aware of what you do, and of that percentage, they're going to invest in you. So be the difference maker. Go against the grain. Be that difference person. Be that person that stands out. And I promise you, you will have like-minded people that will support you because you're not part of the status quo. That's what I have to say.
If anybody wants any information from me, you could go to my Instagram, it's Karen_Pilgrim, like Thanksgiving, Pilgrim. Also, I'm doing a fundraiser with a gentleman named Amg McDonald, who has It's From the Soul, and also a gentleman named Abdul. We are collecting 100,000 shoes to take to Guinea, Africa, to give out to the orphanage there, and I'm also gonna be doing vision boards and speaking to them. But I wanted to tell you guys, I wanna give you the secret to success. I need everybody to stand up really quick. Okay, secret to success. Take your hands. Reach it up to the sky. You gotta reach really high because the universe gotta feel this. Now I need you to take your thumb and touch this, what is this, your pointer? Pointer. Okay, I'm glad. Okay? Now this right here, you're gonna take it and you're gonna put it on your chin. Put it on your chin. Okay? Put it back up. Got it? Put it on your chin. Okay, you see what everybody's doing? They're putting it on their cheek. So it's not what you say, it's what you do.
Man confused.
It's not as what you say, it's what you do. So just action. Action speaks louder than words. That's it.
Me too. I did exactly. Exactly. So it's your actions, people. If you say you're gonna do something, do it. Please do it. And I got one more quote for you, and I expect everybody to follow after me. The way you do anything, the way you do anything is the way you do everything.
That's right, that's right, that's right.
God bless and be successful.
So what I want to say is very important. So since everyone, I mean this is everyone, since we were younger, we are conditioned to be told what to do. From school, from your parents. They tell you to go to school, they tell you what to learn, they tell you what classes you're gonna take, and the one thing that we don't do is create our own plan for ourselves. This is the reason why many people, when they get out of college, are lost, because it's like, you've been told what to do the whole way through, but you never actually took the time to actually think, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? So what happens with that is because we're not conditioned, we're not programmed, we don't know how to do that. So you have few people, the entrepreneurs, like the entrepreneur spirit, like everyone in this room has that spirit. That means you have that passion, you have something there. But what happens with that, it also comes with a little bit of stubbornness. So what happens is we say, I have this dream, I have this goal, and I'm gonna go and get it. But we don't know how we're gonna get there. So what I really want for people is I want them to think about how to create a strategy for yourself. What I do in particular, like who in this room is already has a business or interested in starting a business? Perfect. What I don't want you to do is I don't want you to go after your dreams without a plan. And because we've been conditioned for someone to guide us along the way, that's what I do in particular. You tell me all about your dreams, all about your plans, everything you want to do, and I can help create a roadmap there. Because I don't want people to go through what I went through. We don't want you to go through the struggles and all of the hardships. Because guess what? That does put a damage on your drive. It also puts a damage on your spirit, your gratefulness. Because if you keep failing and you don't know what's going on, you start blaming the wrong people. Like I did, my friends. Those people, just like you said earlier, they are an important part. So by me telling you that, I could alleviate so much issues, so many years of stress and problems because somebody told you before it happened. So if you're conditioned from birth to do as you're told, and you never have an opportunity to actually say, this is what I want to do and map out a plan, what happens is, how hard would it be to get to a location if you don't know the address? You know, I want to go to Wall Street, but I don't know where it is. So you have to drive. All right, cool. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna start walking. I'm gonna go this way. You ask somebody how to get there. Go this way. So now you're going in that direction. Guess what? It's that way. So now, and we're using this as a metaphor. This is your life. So 2, 3, 4, 5 years you're going in the wrong direction.
what happens when you reach there and you realize Wall Street's all the way back that way? So it's so important, and this is the reason I'm saying this, because me and G were actually writing a book to help people, because you can learn so much about people. Yeah, it's a new book, but it's basically what we want to help people learn from failure. Because guess what? There's so many people who made those mistakes before, and when Nola spoke about the collective and us coming together, that's what I realized my gift was. Because guess what? All those struggles I went through, I want to help other people not go through those struggles. And the reason is because everyone in this room, you have something to give the world. And you know what's the saddest thing? That dies in the grave when you die. That's the saddest thing ever, because guess what? If you have a dream and you have something you want to deliver, you want to do, you have all these passionate things that you want to do, but you don't know how to complete it, all the people who would have benefited from what you were doing, like just look at the situation right here. We just witnessed this happen. He was speaking. He has so many different things he wants to do, but he's confused and he's not really, he doesn't know what. Karen has the most amazing, she has experience. And in seconds, she told him you could do your history in your music. And she gave him someone who's so known for doing that. So imagine he didn't hear that from her. And he went out there and he tried to do his music and he's doing his thing, and then people say, people don't support him, and then he starts getting bitter. And he starts feeling a certain way. And then he starts chasing money. She helped him save years of issues. And if he takes that advice, years, because you want to do music and you want to do history. That's a brilliant plan. So this is the whole idea. We have to work together, and there's people who've gone through it, people on this planet that have gone through it. So I really would love to just say this. I'm old school, so come to me after this and come speak to me. I want to meet you. I'll give you my business card. I just basically really want to help you reach your goals. So we all, as a society, as a race, we can win.
That's right.
We have to win.
That's right. That's right.
So we're closing out right now. Please give it up one more time. We wanted to stay a whole extra 45 minutes, so let's go. Before y'all get up, we do have, I had to announce that while we was doing this panel, we had about $300 in donations just coming from our home. So we do have books again for sale right here for $20. A percentage of the profits going towards the scholarship again. And can I have everybody say make it happen on 3? 1, 2,